If you're ambitious but lazy, watch this samurai lesson, Kaizen Method to Success. In a quiet village in ancient Japan, there lived a young man named Ren. He was different from the other villagers. While most people dreamed of simple lives, Ren dreamed of becoming a great samurai whose name would be remembered for generations. He imagined himself standing fearlessly on the battlefield, respected by warriors and admired by the people. Every night, he would stare at the stars and picture a future filled with honor and success. But there was one problem. Ren was lazy. He loved dreaming about success more than working for it. He would wake up late, skip his training, and spend hours imagining how wonderful his life would be once he became famous. Whenever he saw a skilled samurai practicing in the village square, he would tell himself, "One day, I will be even better than them." Yet day after day, he never took action. Months turned into years, and while others improved, Ren remained exactly where he was. One morning, news spread throughout the village that a legendary samurai master named Takeda had arrived. Warriors traveled from distant lands just to learn from him. Ren immediately became excited. He believed this was his chance to become successful without spending years struggling. He rushed to the master's camp and proudly declared, "Master, I want to become the greatest samurai in Japan." The old master looked at him carefully and asked, "How often do you train?" Ren hesitated. "Not very often." "How many books have you studied?" "Not many." "How many battles have you prepared for?" "None yet." The master smiled and replied, "You want the rewards of greatness, but not the price." Ren felt embarrassed, but he refused to give up. "Please teach me." "I am willing to learn," the master agreed, and invited him to return the next morning before sunrise. Ren promised he would be there. However, when morning arrived, his bed felt warm and comfortable. He decided to sleep a little longer. By the time he reached the camp, the training session had ended. The next day, the same thing happened. Then again the following day. Finally, the master called him aside and handed him a tiny wooden spoon. Confused, Ren asked, "What am I supposed to do with this?" The master answered, "Every day, move one spoonful of sand from one side of the garden to the other." Ren laughed. "That's ridiculous. How can moving a spoonful of sand make me a great samurai?" The master simply replied, "Do it every day without fail." Ren was disappointed. He expected secret techniques, powerful lessons, and advanced combat training. Instead, he was asked to move a spoonful of sand. Still, he obeyed. The first day felt pointless. The second day felt even more pointless, but he continued. Every morning, he moved a single spoonful of sand. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. One day, Ren noticed something surprising. The pile of sand had changed shape. It was only a small difference, but it was visible. The tiny action he once mocked was producing real results. Curious, he asked the master why. The master said, "Most people fail because they underestimate small actions. They believe success comes from giant leaps. In reality, greatness is built from tiny steps repeated consistently." The lesson stayed in Ren's mind. He began applying it to every part of his life. Instead of promising to train for 5 hours, he trained for 10 minutes every day. Instead of reading entire books, he read a few pages each night. Instead of trying to change everything at once, he focused on becoming just a little better each day. At first, the progress was invisible. But months later, something remarkable happened. His sword movements became smoother, his body became stronger. His discipline improved. Tasks that once felt impossible became easy. Years passed and Ren transformed completely. The lazy dreamer who once spent his days imagining success became one of the most respected warriors in the region. People often asked him about his secret. Many expected him to reveal a hidden technique or a magical strategy. Instead, he would smile and tell them about a spoonful of sand. Most people laughed when they heard the story. They couldn't believe something so simple could create such extraordinary results. Ren would then explain, "Success is not created in a single day. It is created by small actions repeated every day. A tiny improvement may seem worthless today, but over time it changes everything." As he grew older, Ren realized the master had taught him one of life's greatest truths. The biggest obstacle was never laziness, lack of talent, or lack of opportunity. The real enemy was waiting for the perfect moment to begin. Many people spend years dreaming about a better future. They wait until they feel motivated. They wait until conditions are perfect. They wait until tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes next week, next month, and eventually next year. The Kaizen Method teaches the opposite. Start small, so small that failure feels impossible. Read one page, exercise for 1 minute, learn one new skill, take one step forward. then repeat it every day, because success is not built by dramatic moments. It is built by ordinary actions performed consistently over time, and just like the spoonful of sand that slowly transformed the garden, your small daily efforts can transform your entire life. The question is not whether you are ambitious enough to succeed. The question is whether you are willing to take one small step today.